I switched it, so it's all just going to be on here.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, I'll take a minute and second, 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we good to go? Okay. This doesn't need much of an introduction. You can see it on the screen. Next up, we have a Base keynote with Nick from Base, who leads product over there. And he's going to be talking about how Base is helping builders win.
Awesome. Thank you for the intro. As you see on the slide, I'm the product lead for apps on Base. And today I'm going to be talking about how Base is helping builders win. So just to start out with a quick update on how Base Chain is doing. We continue to scale. We're at 375 million gas. It's cheaper than ever to use the chain. Transactions are now averaging less than 0.01 cent. It's also faster than ever to use the chain with block times at 200 milliseconds. We funded over 50 teams through our Base Batches program. We've done over $17 trillion in stablecoin volume, and we now have over 25 local stablecoins around the world. In case you've been living under a rock, there's a lot going on at the intersection of on-chain and agents. For those that have been around, I think the only time I can kind of compare this to was DeFi Summer in respect to how much is getting built and the likelihood of the high impact of what's getting built. It's been amazing to see this innovation and experimentation happening on Base. As you can see here, the ecosystem is growing every day. We have tens of thousands of agents now doing hundreds of millions of dollars of transaction volume on Base Chain. We have agents using on-chain as internet money with X402, and we're just seeing all the experimentation and on-chain impact kind of going vertical from this segment, so we're excited to continue to see experimentation here. Now I'm going to talk about how we are supporting apps grow through our products, which are primarily Base.dev, which is the front door for builders on Base, and the Base app. One of our recent launches was Builder Codes and ERC-8021. What Builder Codes are is a standard way for us to give an app a unique identifier, and then we introduced ERC-8021 as an open standard for Ethereum that tells apps where to put that builder code, and it goes into the call data of the transaction. The idea here is we can standardize on-chain attribution and basically turn that into a public good for both Base and across the EVM. So with this attribution, as an app, you can think of it as you append your builder code with 8021 to make sure you get credit for the impact your app drives on Base Chain. So that impact is going to show up in terms of apps placing on leaderboards. It's going to show up in the analytics we give your app in Base.dev. We're also basing all potential future rewards on Base using this attribution we're getting from these builder codes. And finally, the Base core team only has so much capacity, and so the attribution we're getting from these builder codes helps us better allocate that capacity to teams in a fair and transparent way on Base Chain. And as you can see, we have a bunch of early adopters of ERC-8021 across both wallets and apps. So it's been awesome to see everyone come together to turn this into an open standard. The next recent launch I want to touch on is leaderboards. So what we've done is we've introduced transparent app rankings in the form of a leaderboard, which is going to be the first of many. It's popular mini apps in the Base app. We're going to quickly be launching a leaderboard for all apps across Base Chain. And what these leaderboards also have is built-in virality. So if you are an app and you're logged into Base.dev, not only can you see where your app ranks, but you can generate a card that you share to social to then go get distribution on X, which is currently where the most crypto users are. So again, we're doing this to provide distribution at scale to apps on Base Chain, to enable builders to play status games and frankly boast when they are making progress towards their own growth goals. And then finally, we're giving users and traders more information so they can make better informed decisions about how they're allocating their capital. As you can see here, this is what the first leaderboard looks like, and that little screenshot is what it looks like to share your ranking to X. The next thing I want to talk about is just in the past couple of weeks, the Base app has become the best place to discover, use, and trade apps. Up until now, I would say like on-chain products have lacked the closed UX loop between discovering an app, using the app, and then trading the app if it's tradable with an app coin. So we've now made that possible in the base app. On the left screen, you can see that there's a filter for apps in trending coins within the base app. These are all app coins. They're coins associated with actual products that users can interact with. When you click on the asset detail page, in addition to seeing the chart and data for the coin, you're also prompted to open the app. Maybe you want to try a product before investing in it. I don't know. So this makes it dead simple to see that this coin is actually associated with an app you can try. You pop open the app straight from within the base app, and then periodically you'll see this banner that reminds you, this app is tradable, here's market cap, price movement, and it'll prompt you to trade. So in total, we expect that this will close that UX loop between discovering, using, and trading apps, and in general, elevates apps as an asset class in the base app and on base chain. Another product I'm excited about is our private pilot for self-serve paid growth. So what this is initially is you can pay to feature your app, and you set it up in base.dev, and you decide what your cost per click is going to be. You set a budget, you send it in, and boom, your campaign is then live in the base app. And we're planning on taking this ad unit to all of the product surfaces that Coinbase and Base have today. So really excited about paid growth as another lever for apps to get to that next level. And importantly, we want paid growth to be accessible to apps regardless of their budget level. Beyond the products we're launching to help apps grow, we're also doing a bunch on the program side. So I'm going to talk about how we're helping apps grow through these programs. The first is Base Batches number 3. Applications are now open, so encourage everyone to check it out. The tracks range from startup to student to robotics. And in each track, there's an opportunity to get variable amount of funding from $10,000 to from our Base Ecosystem Fund to even like a much larger ventures check. So helping startups with capital formation and actually become businesses. There's a QR code here if you want to learn more about Base Batches. We're also doing showcases around the world all year. And the idea here is to match up teams with capital allocators and business partners to help them accelerate their own goals from capital formation to growth in a way where we're just helping play the matchmaker there. So really excited about this. You can see there's a number of different conferences around the world that we'll be hosting these showcases at. So just to sum up, we are helping apps grow on Base Chain. We're doing that through a combination of the products that we're offering and the programs that we're developing and launching. And in addition to those products, Base Chain itself continues to scale and become cheaper and faster to use. So that's my presentation. Thank you. Please continue building with us.